We've all grown up on the same quote that money can't buy you happiness, and we all should know the deeper meaning of that. We should focus on what makes us happy and following our dreams rather than trying to make money. But our generation especially has a problem in the latter, making money. Straight out of college, we have trouble finding jobs due to things like automation and old age. People just don't retire now until they're like 60 or 70, which is unheard of. So it's important for our generation to know about universal basic income and how it impacts us, because it's going to impact us for the rest of our lives and in the near future. I'm qualified to speak on this topic, I think, at least because I've been interested in it for a couple of years. I've done extensive research on it as a hobby more than anything. So I'd like to talk about what UBI is first and foremost, because I feel like that's most important. Then I'd like to talk about implementing it in a country like the US, and then I'd like to talk about how it can impact you, me, everyone that can be qualified for it. So what is UBI? Well, there's debate in the community over formal definition of universal basic income, but the International Monetary Fund says it's giving a set population a set amount of money with minimal requirements in order to raise general wealth. So some major proponents of a UBI would be Elon Musk and presidential candidate Andrew Yang. And Elon Musk, of course, leads the way in automation with Tesla, and he discussed in a 2014 interview with Business Insider how a UBI might be the only way to escape the job loss and AI rise, basically, due to automation and AI just taking over. Andrew Yang talked about in a podcast with Joe Rogan how he wants to give every American $1,000 a month in order to raise the general population's buying power, and for many other reasons, and he plans on doing this through a VAT, which I'll get to later. There are some people who aren't in favor of a UBI, such as a CNBC correspondent, Catherine Clifford, who thinks it will make people more lazy and they won't really work as much, which is a fair point. But whether you're for it or against it, math can prove a UBI is needed in this country or in other countries, and its implementation can be proved in math. As previously mentioned, Andrew Yang talked about on his website for his campaign how he needs $2.9 trillion to give every American $1,000 a month. This would be done through the VAT, which is value-added tax, or taxing 10% to corporations such as Amazon and Apple, while also spending less on funds like Social Security and Medicare. But why talk about implementing it in the future whenever Alaska already has it in this country? Alaska gives their citizens $2,072 per person, or $8,288 for American of four, or for a family of four. So they have $60.1 billion generated through giving oil and minerals out to, or just selling the land basically with those, and they're able to generate the money for that. They voted on this back in the 1970s, and they've had it in place for years. The people were asked if they want the government to have money or if they want the money, and of course if you ask people if they want free money, they're going to say the money. So it's impacted every Alaskan pretty well. So let's talk about the impact for us. The International Monetary Fund has a paper issued by Preedy and Hogan, who says it would incentivize individuals to continue working, because the UBI on its own would not be enough to make them quit their jobs. It would incentivize them to keep on working, though, because it'd have them reach their goals sooner. It also talked about childhood development and how it's directly correlated with money. So by giving families more money, you're just helping the child have a better childhood and develop better. And then Yang talked about in a podcast with Joe Rogan how it would help alleviate student debt while also increasing individuals' purchasing power. It would also, on his website, he mentions how it could help people start businesses by giving them a backup plan. And it would also help end worker exploitation, because then the workers would be able to say no to exploitive situations or to low-paying jobs. So I hope you didn't zone out the entire time, because UBI has a lot to do with our future. And I hope you know what UBI is now, how we could get it in this country, and how it impacts us all as individuals. UBI will have a factor in this next election, with Andrew Yang and Bernie Sanders even considering it, and it will follow every election after that. I hope you all pay attention too, because in the future there's a really good chance automation and AI has left us all jobless, and we couldn't end up like the people in WALL-E, and the UBI could be the only way we make money. So, thank you.